Well, hello there, Aquarius, and it's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your September Tarot love reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. And this reading is good. This is your September love reading, but it's really good until about mid-October, so for the next 4 or 5 weeks. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, let's get into this. Let's see what we have. Wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. I feel like this is in the past, that a difficult ending to a relationship, or, just a disappointment in a relationship or with a certain person, fork in the road. Yeah. Having to decide, what am I going to do about this? Difficult energy, So let's take a look at this. Let's see where this is going. Let's get some advice in this situation and see what is going on. So we're going to take a look at your present energy, your area of resistance or obstacle, and then your advice from Spirit. Okay, the energy here is beautiful. So I'm kind of like, okay, we kind of started out, I was like, oh, where are we going with this? I feel like that is in the past because the cards on the table are beautiful. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is in the past. Okay, so there was, some difficulty in the past, but the past is in the past. It's this lovely energy. You're showing up in your own reading, loving yourself, having, my goodness, major healing, Page of Cups, 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy here. We also have planning and action, and then we have victim mentality. Understanding. I think it's coming. You have the King of Cups here, and then you have the Two of Cups. Unbelievable. I feel like there's this energy where, you may have been making decisions, and we're going to, say in love, but it could have been making decisions in other areas of your life that are also affecting your love life. Okay. Based on, this difficult ending in the past, or something that's happened in a relationship maybe that you're in. So making decisions based on fear instead of being based on love, right? So when we make decisions based on fear, then, we're really missing out on the true love. Look at all of this energy here. I mean, you have yours, the Star card, Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Cups, Two of Cups. I mean, I'm not sure. You could ask for more love than that. So let's take a look, because there's almost an energy here. It could be somebody that is wanting to return, but let's check that out, because we have honoring path and the King of Swords. Once again, your energy here, but almost like analyzing your path. But I feel like it's almost analyzing the path, your path, but with this person and without this person, right? Because you have the fork in the road. It's kind of like, okay, where... Three of Cups on the bottom. It's almost kind of like wanting, almost an energy of wanting, seeing this relationship or a relationship. Let's say that. Seeing it as part of your path. Understanding, looking at it, analyzing it in almost like a spiritual way, which is helping you to heal. That's why you have the Star and all that. All the cups energy underneath. It's almost like you're looking at it in a spiritual way. Now, normally when we have the King of Swords, we're analyzing things in our head, right? Once again, this victim mentality. But I feel like you're shifting and you're kind of like looking at this situation based on, your spiritual path, understanding the soul contract that you and this person have together. Yeah, I honestly feel like this is somebody coming back. Perhaps a Cancer energy here, but it does not have to be Cancer. Somebody that's coming in very quickly. very quickly with the Tower, that wants a fresh start with you, that wants to progress. Once again, lots of cup energy here, lots of love. They're coming in and they want, it's almost like they want to sweep you off your feet. And, I think you're taking a moment to think about that. It's almost like this fork in the road. One fork is kind of like the 3D version of you. The other fork is the 5D version of you. It's kind of like, it's interesting because the Chariot has the black and the white horse. The Chariot driver has to rein in both of those horses to get the carriage, the chariot, to go forward on the path. Right? Instead of, being veered this way or being veered that way, to drive the chariot straight forward. I feel like you're almost like in that energy of trying to, okay, this is what has happened in the 3D, right? Analyzing that, taking a look at that. And then, okay, this is my spiritual path, and I understand how this person plays a part in my path. And you're trying to rein in both of those so that you can have progress on your own path. And part of it is trying to figure out, is this person staying on my path or do I need to leave them behind? Wow, really interesting. Yeah, 5 of Wands on the bottom, 3 of Wands. Lots of decision about, how you want to proceed. My heart goes out to you, Aquarius, because I feel if you're resonating with this is like a big decision. You're looking at it in 2 different ways. And with that 5 of Wands, I feel like you could have a lot of friends and family that are trying to give their advice to the situation. And you're sitting there going, okay, wait a minute. I have to get into my own energy and understand how I want to proceed. I think for some of you, something has happened, right? And you have the wasp spirit and you understand that sometimes the stings, okay, in life are opportunities for us to learn more about ourselves, or have greater understanding about relationships, or, how we're connected, or maybe even soul contracts. You're looking at this in a much different way than perhaps other people in your life. And other people in your life are like, no, you can't put up with that, right? And you're kind of like, okay, yes, I get that part. But at the same time, you're seeing things from a much bigger spiritual perspective. And it doesn't mean that you want to stay with this person. I think you have more compassion and understanding about this whole situation than perhaps other people that are not as awakened as you are. Okay, so what is your obstacle, right? What is your area of resistance? Ace of Wands and happy success. Once again, this is what you are working on for the next 4 or 5 weeks, overcoming. Either you're seeing this as an obstacle or you're seeing it as an area of resistance, but somebody is wanting, a fresh start, and trying to find success in this relationship. If this is somebody new that's coming in, I feel like there's somebody that's totally different than what maybe you normally are attracted to in a way. And that could be, why this 5 of Wands is there. Kind of like, okay, this person isn't, and yeah, at the same time, I think intuitively you're kind of like, okay, but wait a minute. I think this person has something to offer me, some, I'm going to gain some soul understanding or wisdom from this connection. Okay, so let's see. Wow. Yeah, you have the 7 of Wands, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, somebody coming in. I really feel it's, you have the Ace of Wands. So you have kind of like, the thing you don't have is the sword. You don't have like a new energy with the sword. That's why I feel like this is somebody you may already know, whether you have actually been in a relationship with this person or not. It's somebody that you already know. They're coming in and they're offering, that first opening of love, however that comes in. I think it does. I think it confuses you. You're kind of like, well, wait a minute, what? You're kind of like, wait, Wait just a minute. Yeah, really interesting. Okay, so here's your advice, and I love your advice. Just have fun. This is helping you to step into a new world. For some of you, you are stepping into a new world of love, okay? For others of you, you are stepping into a new chapter of love with a person that you already have had a connection with. But it is about embracing the fun of it, because you have the King of Swords here. Don't overanalyze this. Don't maybe listen too much to the free advice that you're getting from friends and family. It's about stepping back into your heart, and looking at perhaps what has happened and understand, okay, I don't know what the sting is, but you have to decide. That's your free will about how you feel about that. But there is this energy of, I feel like you really do have and Aquarius, you are the bigger picture type person, right? Yeah, I feel like you're just really stepping into, okay, yeah, they may be coming back with a page of Pentacles as a truth, sharing their truth, apologizing, asking for forgiveness. And I feel like it confuses you at first. But then I think once you get back into your heart, and once again, you have free will, right? You see a little bit of a joy that this relationship brings you. So let's see what we have. Yeah. High Priestess, listening to your intuition, knowing that your intuition tells you, you could be twin flames, you could be twin flames. Just an energy of, this is a deep soul connection. No matter what direction you go, you know that this person has a deep soul connection with you, and that is never going to end, right? I mean, it's kind of like, yes, that energy is going to be with me, even if you decide not to be with them physically in this lifetime. It's kind of like an energy of, yes, I know. This is a person that you haven't seen in a long time. I think for some of you, there's almost this intuition of you always knew that this person was going to come back and, perhaps profess their love. I feel like this person is coming in. They're letting you know how sad they are when you're not in their life. They see you as the Nine of Pentacles, independent, financially stable, working on your career, having friends, going out. I think that they feel, King of Wands here, I feel like that is where that Five of Wands energy is coming. I think that they feel like there's a lot of people that are attracted to you, okay? That you garner the attraction of a lot of people. And that makes them sad too, because they're not sure because of what has ever happened in the past, that they can come in and give you exactly what you want. For some of you, it could be a Sag, Leo, or Aries. There is a little bit of an energy here where they could have been a little bit selfish in the past, and they're really very sorry about that, because they could have, the King of Wands is a little bit of a player energy too, They could have not put as much time and energy into your relationship. And they have a lot of regrets about that. Okay, so let's take a look at your soulmate cards. Let's see if we can get some more advice for you here about the energies. Okay, so, we have winter and we have yes. I feel like when winter comes, we're getting ready for fall. I think that this situation is going to be playing on your energy for another couple of months, but then we have ascend, right? Once again, I really feel like you're, oh my goodness. And then underneath that, you have perception, looking at this situation from another perception. Because underneath that we have union and then we have surrender, surrendering to this journey, understanding that there is a true soul connection here. Whether you decide to be with this person in union or not is up to you. But I think you understand the soul connection here. It could be that if, you were with this person and then you separate, especially if you're a twin flame, it was really hard to get this person like out of your system, even if you weren't talking to them or seeing them or anything, right? Because I feel like there is such a deep connection here. All right, so we have material world. Part of me says that this other person was very much part of the material world. They may feel like, to me, this is a little bit that they weren't worthy enough of your love. So they could have, unfortunately, kind of like been a little bit of a player on the side. It was, that the message I'm getting is that if that resonates with you, that does not make sense, that they felt inferior to you. So they went out with other people, right? But it is kind of like because of their unworthiness, okay? They felt like they couldn't bring you enough. So when they stepped out, if they stepped out of your relationship or did something that was painful, right? It was almost as if they wanted to prove to themselves that they were worthy enough for love from somebody, okay? And that is not a reflection of you, Aquarius, at all. It is really a reflection of their inner wounds. Because you have the divine feminine and you have travel. Really, I feel like this person could be at a distance from you, and the feminine is really that energy of allowing yourself to at least sit with this situation, okay? And for some of you, you could, okay, I got the message. Some of you, you may want to, this person may come in, have some type of offer, wants, to apologize, maybe reunite. You may want to just take a little bit of a sidestep yourself, maybe go on a 1 or 2 day vacation or something by yourself, kind of like, okay, I've got to go think this out, because once again, I feel like this all comes in. It takes you by surprise, right? It takes you by surprise. And I feel like it's fine to take, a couple of days to say, wait a minute, I have to think about this, right? I have to see how I feel about this, to go within and listen to your heart. And once again, that 5D type of energy is here, the 5th dimension. So let's pull a Lover's Oracle card to see if we can have a last bit of advice. And Aquarius, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay. All right, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. That comes back to this fork in the road. Understanding that you have the power to say yes or no. I think for some of you that is coming in, especially if you feel like this is a twin flame connection and, you understand soul contracts and you're like, okay, I have to stay in this relationship because, that's the spiritual thing to do or something like that, right? There's one aspect to look at it from that point of view, but to also understand, to follow your intuition. If this is a situation where you don't feel like the other person has really transformed, or if this is just a person that has really hurt you significantly and you're like, no, I can't go back to that, right? Then you have free will to walk away, So I feel like that message is really coming out if you're kind of like toying with the idea of this is the connection I need to work on for my spiritual evolution, right? Don't feel like you have to go down that path if this is a person that has really, hurt you or is toxic. So that's a really clear message for some of you that may be thinking, oh, I have to get back together with this person because, this is on my path. You don't. You have free will and you have the power to say yes or to walk away. So I'll leave you with that. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.